The Lucy Craft Laney Museum of Black History, in partnership with the Augusta Convention and Visitors Bureau, is pleased to present the past, present, and future of the civil rights movement in Augusta, Georgia.
Is the current generation aware of the civil rights movement? That's a very good question. I would say, first of all, in my opinion, there is no movement. There is no movement. And there's not a movement mainly because I think that there's no acknowledgement that there's an issue. Now we've come into a time where, we're beyond the civil rights movement and we have integration and we have equal rights. And, we have some blacks out here that are really successful and making good money and living a comfortable lifestyle. And through this comfort becomes kind of a thing where everything's good. Everything's good. But, then again, you turn on the 6 o'clock news and you see these guys, getting locked up and going to jail, and you look at the statistics and you can see where, we've got 80% blacks incarcerated, and you look at the statistics and you can see where the high schools in the black areas now have over a 50% dropout rate. That's incredible. And, I was born in 1970. I graduated high school in 1988. And one of my classmates and I were just speaking the other day, even 25 years ago when we graduated, we couldn't imagine dropping out of high school. We couldn't imagine not finishing. And maybe that was because we are the generation after the civil rights movement. I'm my father and son's child. And so I had a lot more value for what they went through with the civil rights movement and not having equal rights and not being able to get a fair education just based on their stories alone that we talked about in the household. And so we couldn't imagine disappointing our parents by not finishing school. It just was a thought that never went through our heads. And now here we are, another generation behind us, 2 generations removed, so to speak, from the civil rights movement, and there's no connection. And I believe it's the discord. It's the discord. It's the lack of unity. It's the lack of structure in the family unit. When you can destroy the family, then you can destroy these opportunities to bond and have rich stories like my father was able to share with me and my mother was able to share. The media does play a big role in keeping a movement alive, awareness, so to speak. I'm a poet. I'm an artist. I'm part of the artistic community here, and what I would like to do is to reach out to that community. If I had my way, I would like to reach out to the community and encourage them to talk about things that matter in their songs, in their music, in their art, because this is how you reach people. We've gone from a time where my father was growing up and my mother was growing up, we had James Brown going, say it loud, I'm black and I'm proud. We had Marvin Gaye that told stories about, being underprivileged and not having equal rights. Everybody was doing it. The OJs, it was the thing to do. And therefore, it became the culture. What's in music and what's on TV influences a culture. And so what we have now is basically, and I know we're talking about on a local level, but I'm one that definitely feels that we're just a microcosm of the macrocosm. And so what you see going on nationally is just going to be imitated. And so if you have all these national recording artists and everybody singing about, their tires or rims and everything's just really, really watered down. And the perception becomes, hey, look at all this money that I have. Hey, look at all this money that we're making. And so that is kind of counterproductive, because what it does then is it encourages those thoughts that, hey, we're okay. We're okay. We've got equal rights. We have the opportunity to make money like these guys are making money. However, that's a good thing because we do want to be motivated and we do want to have good role models. But what we're doing is we're overlooking the role models that are right in our neighborhoods. We're overlooking our parents. We're overlooking the gentleman down the street that owns the corner store. He should be our role model. Hardworking citizens like you and I. Things kind of may have to get worse before they get better. And I hate to imagine that it could get worse. But a lot of times it's something that happens that sparks change. And what we're seeing now is we see these little sales, we see something happens, like say for example, the Trayvon Martin incident, and then everybody rallies together and we want to have these marches and protests and wear our hoodies on the Facebook and social media, and it becomes a hot topic for quite a while, and then it fizzles until it happens again, and then it becomes a hot topic again, and then it fizzles out once again. I really believe we lack leadership. We lack leadership, and therefore we lack direction. Because where do we go? What's next? Okay, we've done our protest, we've done our rally, we've done our march. What's next? And what I would like to do is I would like for us to be encouraged to be more involved, not just to be able to go to the booths and cast your vote, but to actually attend the local commission meetings and the open meetings that they have at the Board of Education. Attend those meetings. When your children have PTA meetings and PTO meetings or whatever, attend those meetings. Throw your 2 cents in the hat. Go up to the school and just let them know you're there. I think of what the children are being discouraged about is it almost seems as if we don't care. Their parents don't care because we're not involved. And so what we would like to do is encourage more involvement, more participation, less finger pointing. Somebody needs to do something. Well, that somebody's you. That somebody could be me and you, and we can make a difference little by little. But I really, really would like to encourage us starting with us getting back to family. And I believe that's the answer.
For more information about our Black heritage and to see an interactive map on Black historic sites in Augusta, Georgia, visit our website at lucycraftladymuseum.com.